who the hell wants to wait until they're 65 to enjoy their money? How dumb is that?
This year we've sold over 3 billion dirhams worth of real estate.
Double-digit millions.
So we saw a newcomer garden cheap company for 25 million.
Well, my business made 50 million last year.
What business? If you had to start again, how would you make your first million?
Serve rich people. Solve rich people problems.
Adrian, bro, if you were to start again, how would you make your first million?
So I would find like a...
What's the fastest way to make 10k a month? I've got one, and no one's really talking about this right now, but I think... Yo, my people, welcome back to The Venture, the #1 platform for aspiring entrepreneurs. Today, we're on King's Road in Chelsea, home to some of the richest people in the UK. What are we doing today, bro?
Today, we're going to be asking millionaires how they made their money and how you can do the same. So stay tuned, it's going to be a banger.
How did you make your first million?
I don't know.
What do you do for a living?
I'd rather not say so.
Nah? Excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb you. We're trying to inspire next generation. I love the car.
Right.
If you had to start again, how would you make your first million? Are you an entrepreneur?
Windows.
Windows, yeah? What's the most money you made in a year?
Well, I can't divulge that. Taxman might be listening.
Over 7 figures?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the biggest opportunity for the next generation? They want
It's IT, isn't it, with you lot?
2 minutes, I promise. I promise you 2 minutes.
IT, isn't it? That's for them. That's what they're all into, isn't it?
IT?
Social media, what's this going to be on?
It's on the Venture Room. We interview millionaires to find out the secret to success.
You're interviewing a wrong person, he's not a millionaire. Trust me.
Nah? He's made $1 million though.
Huh?
He's made $1 million.
The only millionaire.
Are you a millionaire?
No,
Alright guys, have a good day, yeah?
thank you.
Damn man, doing him dirty. He said he made $1 million. She's like, he's not a millionaire. Boy. Tough crowd, man. Tough crowd. Excuse me, man. I love the shades. How would you make your first million? If you had to start again today.
What?
If you had to start again today, how would you make your first million?
How would I make my first
feel like you got the answer,
And you're
yeah.
assuming I have one.
You look like you got one, man.
Really? Well, thank you for the compliment. I definitely don't.
This guy needs a coffee.
Bro, I'm on my last leg. I had like an hour of sleep. Energy, come on.
How are you feeling?
Tired.
Tired? Why are you
I
tired?
literally had an hour's sleep, man. Put my head on the pillow. 2 seconds later, the alarm went off.
What time do you go to bed?
5:30?
You went to bed at half 5?
Up at 6? No, probably 6:30.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Don't know, mate. The caffeine had me buzzing. I had one coffee.
This guy's watching Love Island.
Excuse me, bro. Sorry to disturb you. I love the fit, man. Can I ask you, if to start again, how would you make your first million?
What is this for?
All right, so we got 250,000 followers of young entrepreneurs. If you had to start again, how would you make your first million?
If I were to start again, I would work for someone who's very successful, learn the business, and then start.
So what would you do with that knowledge? What industry would you go into today?
So I'm into real estate. I would definitely stick to real estate in Dubai. I think it's an excellent place to be and an excellent industry to be.
What business do you do, man?
So I run a real estate brokerage company. It's by the name of Springfield Properties. I'm the CEO of the company. We're one of the largest real estate brokerage companies in Dubai.
Can I ask you, if you're going to success, what's the company worth?
This year we've sold over 3 billion dirhams worth of real estate, which is about 600 million pounds of real estate.
How did you start the business? Did you have money in the beginning?
So this is a family business, but when we started off, it was a very small store. We were 3 people, me, my dad, and there was 1 receptionist. And that's how we started our real estate brokerage company. Today we're over 200, all right, and we have a huge team, and we sell for pretty much all the leading developers in Dubai. You know, we started off very, very small. We hardly sold 1 property a month to now selling over 250 properties a month.
What do the rich know that the poor don't?
Rich people, they value relationships and they value information and knowledge more than money. Because a key insight or a key relationship that can open the right door at the right time bring you millions and millions of dirhams in your pocket. And you gotta work for someone who knows what he's doing, and you have to keep learning. If you work for a multinational company, you're gonna be a small cog in a big machine. You wanna do more than what's expected of you in whatever organization you are.
Do you have loads of billionaire clients? What's the best advice a billionaire has given you?
Get into a business that you can 10x the amount of money you're earning with the same amount of hours that you're putting into your business. The second best advice was serve rich people, solve rich people problems. Guys that have $50 million to spend on a piece of real estate don't have that much time, and they are very educated and they want to deal with people that understand the problems that they face. Trust me, a guy that has $500,000 is going to make you run all around town before he makes a purchase. And the guy who has $50 million to spend is going to sit with you for half an hour, and if you understand what he wants, and if you can solve the problem that he has, trust me, you're going to win his business.
That's a good piece of advice, man. Guys, free game. Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on my Instagram, Farouk_SYD, or you can check me on my YouTube. It's the same name, Farouk, FAROOQ SYED.
Guys, go check him out doing big things.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, bro. Yes, guys, so lovely day today. I'm a little bit tired, as I've mentioned about 20 times. But I don't know if you've noticed, we decided to change the way we ask questions. So the first question we're asking is straight to the money. How do you make your first million? How would you make your first million? Let's get straight to the source, man. No fluff. And let's see how we do, man. If we can get more gems, great. If not, no worries.
How you doing, bro? If you were to start again, how would you make your first million?
If I was to start again?
Yeah.
All right, we've got two cameras here. Jesus Christ, bloody hell, just come up on me without knowing. Okay, well, what I would do, so I would find like a non-obvious thing which annoys people, like really frustrates someone.
Yeah.
Think of getting cold pizza to you delivered every day. Something that annoys the hell out of everyone, but they kind of just let it pass by. And then I would solve for that problem.
What do you do now?
I'm an AI engineer. I have my own business.
So what's one secret about money that the system doesn't want you to know?
They don't want you to take a lot of risk, right? So they will want you to just stick your money in a pension, wait until you're 65. Like, who the hell wants to wait until they're 65 to enjoy their money? How dumb is that? But they don't want you to go take like £1,000, go start a business and become a multi-millionaire off the back of that. The cost of failing is so low nowadays, you can literally get by with £1,000. So when people are like, I'm scared to try this business, I have to spend all this, they don't understand that you're not going like our parents used to build a brick and mortar shop and put clothes in it. And so, no, like I can go online, I could start up a store and I could start selling stuff.
Where can people find you, man?
On LinkedIn. So my name's Nikhil, Nikhil.
So guys, make sure you check him out. Make sure you check out Nikhil. This guy's got some stuff to say. And if you see him on socials, make sure you pepper his DMs. Tell him to get making videos. But I appreciate it, man. Nice to meet you, man.
Take care, bro.
Take care, bro. Yes, guys, sick interview with Nikhil. My number one takeaway is find a problem that actually annoys you every single day. There's loads of problems around us all the time, but measure them and see what you can do. Like, there's loads of business opportunities out there. You just got to find a way to get started. Execution is key. Let's keep going. Excuse me. If you were to start again, how would you make your first million?
If I was to start again, I would probably do something in femtech, because I think even now medicine isn't being tested on female bodies because it impacts us very differently with our hormones. So I think there's a huge space for people to come in, learn more about female health, because we're a not niche market. We're 50% of the population, so I would definitely start there.
And what's the most money you've made in a year?
Well, my business made 50 million last year.
What business?
I'm the co-founder of Little Moons Mochi Ice Cream.
Little Moons?
Yes.
My girlfriend loves Little Moons. How much money did you start Little Moons with?
We started Little Moons with £50,000. We had to buy machinery to test making it. We've always manufactured Little Moons ourselves. You know, it's taken 15 years, and I think a lot of people think we're an overnight success, but it's taken a lot of graft.
What's one thing rich people know that poor people don't about building wealth?
I think a lot of poor people think saving is enough. Just saving money means you're losing money in the long run, and I think it's really important for you to invest your money, to make your money work for you, rather than you just working for money. And I think it's just a mindset of making sure you have that confidence and ask people, how are you investing your money so it's working for me when I'm asleep? And I think that's how you build real wealth.
Guys, so imagine security's come up to us while we're interviewing with Vivian. They asked us to move because it's private, so we're just going to continue here. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's the number one book someone should read if they want to become financially free?
I don't know about financially free, but I really like James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, because because I think if you set your life up for success, then you can build your business. You have the discipline to build wealth as well. For example, if I go into my car park once and it was frozen and I started putting salt on it, but then I suddenly thought, well, if I do this, who's going to do it next time? Because this isn't my job. So you think of habits for your business. So how can my business build the habit to solve that problem? So you're building systems for your business. You've got to be thinking that way every day with your business.
Love that.
Speak to my other female entrepreneurs who I look up to and who I see as mentors, and we all help each other.
Wow, it's happening again.
Yeah,
Can
which
you
is
imagine
great.
that?
You
What's
were
going on
recording
today?
it. Yeah.
That's a bit like
Flying all the way up. Yeah.
we were there. We moved here.
I know. They've just seen you on the camera.
Yeah.
Just asked me to meet you on.
What? Just to move like from there to here?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. Can't even go anywhere on this complex.
Wow. All right.
All right, mate.
Thanks.
All right.
That wasn't that deep, guys. That was not that deep. It's literally here to here. God. Anyway.
Right.
Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at the Vivian Wong, or my brand Little Moons is also on Instagram and on TikTok.
Guys, make sure you check out Little Moons. I know you'll love the mochi.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, guys, sick interview with Viv. Even though we got disturbed by security, my number one takeaway is femtech is really, really underrated. Endometriosis, menopause, those are big areas right now that could have huge traction in the future. So get on those. Pissed off about security moving us, but oh well, we're here now. Let's just keep going.
looks interesting. Give me a sec. I love the outfit, man. Can I ask you, if you had to start again, how did you make your first million?
Oh, mate, well, best thing to do is to sell it before you've built it and get people wanting your product and verifying the fact that you've got a market for it.
So what's the most money you've made in a year, or like the company valuation?
Double-digit millions.
Over 8 figures in the business.
Yeah.
What's the business? What do you do?
Provide the world's lowest cost way to take car payments. We've got a way in which merchants can take car payments for free. We give them a card that the money goes straight to, and if they use it, it means that all the processing fees are eliminated. So it's like an offset card.
Yeah, well, you're competing with the big boys, no?
Yeah, we like to take on the decacorns. These big guys have been around for 12 years and they've become complacent. We've come in and last mover advantage, copied the best bits, upgraded it, and making a lot of people happy.
How are you going to outcompete them?
Well, our product is effectively net free and you get the funds instantly. So it's quite hard to beat free and instant. You have to start paying people money to use your product. So we've got something quite special.
What's the fastest way to make 10K a month?
I've got one, and no one's really talking about this right now, but I think becoming an affiliate for really high quality products that solve problems that small businesses are facing, you go to them and you have some high quality products that you can suggest that they use, and you're becoming an affiliate of those businesses. It means that you can actually get a residual income for the lifetime of that contract, and some of them are really rewarding.
What one would I go for?
There's a few. We offer one ourselves from a payments perspective, telling people about how to sell money with payments. We've got people making a few thousand a month from that.
Give me an example. How would you pitch your one to like a small business, a hairdressers?
I'd say, how much do you want to pay to take payments? And they'd say, nothing, mate. And I go, okay, cool, we can do that. And they go, how do you do that? Well, use our system, and whatever you spend on the card offsets the fees, and it's free. And they go, done.
Sick, man. Guys, go check it out, man. What's the one thing the rich know that the poor don't?
The rich aren't saving for security, they're investing for freedom, right? Earn money whilst you're sleeping and buy things and assets that can be earning for you. I think that's really important.
Yeah, because I feel like today is the hardest time ever, especially in the UK for small businesses. How do you kind of get a leg up and really cut through in the beginning?
The UK is one of the very best places to start a business. We have a scheme called SEIS and EIS, and anybody who invests gets 50% of the funds that they invest back in initially. And you can own up to 30% of a business whilst doing that. So if I knew and I was going into business with a friend or two friends, I would invest in a business and own no more than 30% in it. I'd get 50% of those funds back that I invested. And the great thing is that when I sold it, I would have zero CGT, no tax.
So is that opposed to kind of selling your shares and getting taxed like 50%?
Yeah, it's on the company formation. You form the company, say with your 3 buddies, you all have 30% each and then 10% to somebody else. And when you invest, you put 10K in, you get 5 back in tax relief, and you've all put 30 grand in, but you've only cost you 5. You can pay yourself. If the business is wildly successful, 0 tax on exit. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So 20% of businesses fail. What do the big guys do differently?
Well, I think the key thing is having an absolute focus on cash flow. If you're not getting the money in the door and planning when you need to pay things, only prioritizing them, paying them only when you need to, the key thing is getting that money in the door and clearing as quickly as possible. Loads of businesses like hospitality might get 70% of their trade, like Thursday to Friday, Thursday to Saturday. If they get their money on Saturday, they can pay their staff, go to cash and carry on a Sunday rather than having to wait till Tuesday. Like basic stuff, like cash flow is king.
I love that, man. Yes, guys, sick interview with Richard, absolutely smashing it. Got an 8-figure business, a car processing business. It sounds really good, man. Could be the next one up. But a huge opportunity I took away from that was solving pain points for small businesses and making sure you can get an affiliate program from a really strong product or company. So he's got one. We just spoke to him now. He said he's going to give us a link. So if you want to do it for his one, check the link in the bio below. And we're not done, man. Let's get some more gems. Yes, guys, so today it's surprisingly going well. I've had literally an hour's sleep. Don't know if I mentioned that before. I just had an hour's sleep, man. Lovely day today. I'm a little bit tired, as I've mentioned about 20 times. And we haven't got many rejections. How many rejections have we had? 3? We had 5. All right, there's a couple of rejections then. But loads of sick interviews already, man, and we're not even finished. So yeah, man, it's feeling like a good day. Let's keep going. Excuse me, guys. Sorry to disturb you, man. I love the outfits.
Cheers. I like yours too.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. If you had to start again, how would you make your first million?
That's a great question. Where's that coming from then?
So, all right, we're called The Venture Room. We've got 4 million followers. We're trying to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs.
Fantastic.
Yeah? Are you guys entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I've set up a few businesses for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I run a community for 100,000 entrepreneurs.
Oh, sick. What's the community?
We run things like the Great British Entrepreneur Awards, and what I'm working on at the moment is Ideas Fest, which is like a glass for entrepreneurs.
How did you feel when you made your your first million?
Yeah, our business hit 2 million turnover last year, and once we hit the first million, it felt like a bit of a milestone. We'd gone from being a scrappy startup to something that had a bit of weight behind it. And while we're actually quite small in the grand scheme of things, the businesses that we work with are having huge impact. So last year, the 350 businesses that we recognised on our fast growth index, they have a 15 billion combined turnover.
Oh my God.
So we're small, but we're at the heart and the nucleus, I guess, of this massive community of entrepreneurs.
How did you start Ideas Fest?
I've run the Great British Entrepreneurs Awards for 13 years, and we've celebrated over the course of the last 13 years around 100,000 entrepreneurs have come through our community. And basically when COVID hit, we thought, how can we bring people together in a really authentic, fun way? So we thought, what about a Glastonbury for business? And it really took off.
And who's like the biggest guest you've had, or who's some notable names that people could...
We get amazing speakers like the founders of Calm, the founder of Yo Sushi, New Covent Garden Soup Company, Daniel Priestley, Simon Squibb. The bit that I find so special about it is at our event, speakers aren't hanging out in green rooms. They're actually in the field talking to people and giving their time, and that's kind of what makes Ideas Fest very unique. Entrepreneurship is bloody lonely, and I think that's kind of what is the main driving force for what we do, is creating those places where people can come together and connect.
Sorry to make you wait, you've been super patient. What do you do for a living, man?
I used to be an entrepreneur, set up a few businesses in my own day, and now I invest in businesses. I help small businesses to grow, get off the ground and exit ultimately.
What's the most money you've made in a year?
The most money I made in a year is when I sold one of my two businesses that I sold. So we sold New Covent Garden Soup Company for 25 million, and Little Dish for 17 million, I think it was. They sound like big figures, but that's on exit.
So going from broke to a £40 million plus company, what's the secret to your success?
I put it this way, my secret to my success, at least the way it worked for me, is failure. You're very exposed and it's all on you, and you learn a lot about yourself, about the business, about the situation you're in. It's not a great place to be, but it's a wonderful place to have been. Most people want to put it behind them and put it, lock up that drawer and forget about it. And really, it's difficult to do this, but you got to expose yourself to it, you got to own it, you got to live it. Whatever you do next, you make sure you never feel that pain again.
To start again today from zero, how would you make your first million?
Try to understand where product life cycles come and go from. I was talking to somebody the other day, I thought it was a really interesting idea. They're talking about recycling solar panels. A lot of solar panels were installed 15, 20 years ago, and people are just getting rid of them because they got new ones to install. They don't know what to do with these things. They cost nothing. If you can get hold of those and strip out all the really interesting ingredients like aluminium, boron and silicon, they're very worthwhile having and very valuable. Be smart about what's happening in the marketplace, I'd say. It doesn't have to be social media friendly. It just can be, and AI really helps. But a lot of good old-fashioned businesses are out there and coming around. If you're smart about it, I think they can make money.
That's good, man. If someone watching today, they've only got £5,000, how do you turn 5k into a business?
5k is about the right amount of money. Most people think I need 100k to set up a business and get, but you don't. I always say bootstrap till you know what you're doing and then go big. Then get a brand together or a product together, if it's a service or whatever it might be. Just get a prototype, get it into the marketplace and get it in front of customers. Nothing makes up for lack of familiarity with the customer. Before you ever go and talk to the retailers, if that's what your product is, just get in front of the customer and perfect it from there. And $5,000 allows you to do that. And don't be afraid to be knocked back, because you'll be told pretty quickly by the customer if you're wrong or not. The best validation you can ever get is with the customer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, guys, taking interview with John and Frankie, both doing amazing things in different industries. Frankie actually said she's invited us to Ideas Fest, which is going to be sick. So we're going to be there as well. If you guys want to go, click the link below, and you can see all the other amazing guests that's going to be there. But yeah, we're not done, man. Let's keep going. Excuse me, bro. Sorry, man. Love the fit. If you had to start again, how would you make your first million?
What makes you think I can make £1 million in the first place?
You look like you got money, bro. You're an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I actually am. I started in property.
What's the most money you've made in a year?
So I've got two businesses. I've got my investment business, my property investment business, and I've got my consultant business. And across the two businesses, about 1.2 million in a year.
Congrats, man. So most people watching, they struggle with that kind of zero to launch phase. How did you get your first deal?
You got to understand what's a good deal and what's a bad deal. So for me, I wanted to go out there and get the education, learn from someone that's been there and done it before, like Blueprint, show it's possible, and then just literally replicate what they've done. If someone's been there and done it before, why try and create your own path? Like, just follow what they did. And I understood from them what good looks like, and I went and replicated what they've done.
What's the biggest gap in the market that no one's talking about?
In London or UK in general, there's a lot of build-to-rent schemes happening. Personally, my next journey is to launch a fund. We're going to acquire these build-to-rent schemes that are all rental buildings and look to just hold these assets for a long period of time. Once I stabilize the rent in those assets, I will then look to acquire with my fund and look to build $1 billion plus.
So would you use your own money from your current portfolio? How would you buy these assets?
So another reason I'm in Dubai at the moment is I want to build a network of people that want to invest in the UK, who are willing to put money into asset over a 10-year period to look to increase rents over time and increase the value of the asset. So we're going to utilize investor funds to be able to get into these assets and allow us to buy it and then scale that portfolio doing it that way.
That's a good idea, man. That's really good. What do the rich know that the poor don't?
A poor person will try and make financial decisions based on the current situation, and a rich person will think, well, okay, I want to buy a £100 million building. The poor person will think, how can I buy that asset? The rich person will think, who can help me buy this asset. So in terms of capital, whoever can I access capital with or partner with or get the capital from to be able to buy these assets, or who can I even access to give me the deal flow to be able to access these type of real estate assets I want as well. So it's all about the who. Back to the point of like, don't make financial decisions based on your current situations. You've got to look at how can I do it outside of me and go and get the asset you want. My current financial situation, right? I won't be buying deals. I would have amassed £4 million in 3 years, right? So I had to think, okay, who has the money? And how can I get into this? And the who taught me how to get into it. And that's why I leveraged it and got into it. And that's, for me, a big difference.
I love that, man. That's good. So one quote that's made you millions.
So there's actually something that I live by. And I'm a big believer that if one man can, so can I. And the reason why I say this is because I think this day and age, we limit ourselves to what's possible because we feel like maybe we have access to the information or don't have the money. But I just feel like if someone's done it on planet Earth, there's a reason why they're able to do it. And I want to find out how they're able to do it and try and figure out, okay, can I reverse engineer and get myself in the same position as them to be able to do the same thing as them? So if one man's done it, like, there's no reason why I can't do it.
Yeah. Why not me?
Yeah, why not me? Literally, why not me?
What's one book that took you to the next level?
The one that I can think of right now. So there's a guy called Don Peebles, Peebles Principles. Great book if you're wanting to do big things, big deals. You don't have to limit your current financial situations to doing bigger things in life. You can get around the right people, access the right people to be able to do big things from the get-go. Like, you don't have to start small as well. This whole start small thing. Nothing stops you having the right people on board your team to allow you to build a big vision and get into big assets. So expanding my mindset of like, okay, well, how can I do big deals myself in real estate? Like, how can I get into the 50 million, 100 million pound assets? And it's a similar thing of like getting the right people around you. And when you get to US, you find a lot of guys that are just doing bigger deals and they're no different. Like, I look at them and I'm like, well, there's nothing like special about you. You just have an information advantage, you have access to capital, so you're in this deal. So I'm like, okay, how can I get information advantage? How can I get access to capital? That's what I'm solving for, to get into the deals I want to get into. And that's how I see it. So like, get around the right people, that's for me is the biggest shift.
I love that, man. Where can they find you, man?
So just socials, Alfred Jade, DZADEY is my surname.
Guys, go check him out, he's doing big things. Thank you, bro.
No worries.
Nice one. Yes, guys, sick interview with Alfred. Absolutely smashing in the property space over in Dubai and in Italy as well. Biggest takeaway for me was don't limit yourself by what you have in your bank account. Connect and leverage other people's money to create deals. He's talking about creating a property fund to buy big complexes and big apartment blocks all over the world. So make sure you're leveraging other people's money to get to the next level. Yes, guys, wraps up another banging episode on Kings Road, Chelsea. My biggest takeaway was don't limit yourself with what's in your bank account. Learn a skill, leverage other people's time and money to build wealth. What about you, bro?
My number one takeaway is find an underrated market like Femtech. There's loads of opportunities out there. You just got to look for them. Guys, let us know what your favorite interview was and your number one takeaway. Stay tuned for the next one.